Hey, I'm Alaska Gray. Welcome to this video, which is going to be a basic stretch, full body stretch. Getting my stopwatch out of retirement. Yes, I'm excited about this. Okay, so one thing that we want to quickly cover, generally, when we're doing these upper body stretches, we're going to just kind of generally keep foot beneath knee, knee beneath hip. So you kind of have a strong, good, balanced trunk that's holding you while you do your stretches. Another thing that I want to go over real quick, stretching should bring you relief. And everybody's stretches look different. I'm a little bit more flexible, especially in certain areas. In some areas not, but I think in my arms I've definitely have a lot of flexibility. So some of these might look different. For example, the first stretch that we're going to do across the arm, I can go really across my body, but I can also touch most of my back too. Like I can touch all of my back, okay? So if your stretch, keeping this, looks like this, and it's not against your body, that's okay. You should only stretch as far as you feel where you get that, you can feel that it's being stretched. It shouldn't feel strained. You don't want to feel pain, but get to where it feels good and like it's, it's just, you just feel that stretch, okay? So when we do this one, we're feeling it here in this area, okay? And then we're gonna do these arm swings in between, which is just kind of an active stretch, okay? A little bit of a warm up. Okay, so now we're gonna start for real, and I'm gonna hit my stopwatch. I just wanted to go over that. So same with some of these other stretches, and I'll try to remember to come out of it for a bit and be like, hey, don't forget, if your stretch is only this far or only this much, honor your body, meet yourself where you are. That's how we work on these things. You have to be, we don't want to injure ourselves, because that's 2 steps backwards. So we want to meet ourselves where we're at so we can build up. Okay, so no hurting ourselves. Okay, so starting for real, just starting with some of those arm swings. Feet roughly shoulder width apart. Get into a nice comfortable position with your feet where you feel sturdy and balanced. Just kind of becoming aware of how our arms feel in this moment. Alright, we're going to go to the arm across. Let's do right arm across the chest. We're going to hold for 30 seconds. And release into those arm swings. Alright, so you should feel that relief right in that shoulder where you just stretched. Maybe it feels a little blood flow. Let's go in there. Okay, now we're going to do the left arm across the chest. Release back into those arm swings. Okay, you're gonna keep arm swinging. I'm just gonna quickly demonstrate what we're gonna do next, but don't do it till I say keep your arms swinging right now. What we're going to do next is we're going to swing. When you're in that flow, swing your arm up. We're going to gently pull. Again, this could look different for everyone. Some things might look more like this, but we want to feel that stretch in this area. Okay? All right, so when that's comfortable to do so, go ahead. I like to kind of point my toe and twist a little so I can feel it going down. But that's a little extra step that you don't have to do unless you feel inclined to try. Deep breath and let it down. Give a good swing in. Now we're going to do the other side. In 3, 2, 1. Head rotations, nice and slow, going one direction first, whichever way you went is fine. We'll switch to a little bit, but nice and slow. Take notice of how those muscles feel as you're going around. You might be able to identify some real areas of tensions that might need extra stretching. Okay. Go ahead and go the other direction now. In your shoulders. Try doing some rocking. Looking up to the ceiling. We spend a lot of our day looking down at our phones or at our keyboards or at whatever we're writing, whatever we're reading. And we tend to hold so much tension in our shoulders and our backs and our necks and our heads. Stretching gives you an opportunity to let some of it go. Okay. So we're gonna do you want to keep your hinge from your hips, okay? So you want to keep that think of keeping your back straight. Had a cup of water on your head that you didn't want to spill, and just lean forward. We're not touching our toes, just kind of a halfway. You should feel that in this area, maybe a little bit here. Again, we want our feet about hip width apart, so ankles under knees, knees under hips. Nice deep breaths. And come on up. feels nice. It's been a while. Oh, hear all the crackles. All right, now we are gonna go for our toes. Again, thinking about as much as you can, letting go. And everybody's might look different. If it feels more comfortable, you can do that tabletop position where we were just at and let your arms hang. If you want to slide it down to get to the floor, depending on where your flexibility is at. Come on up. Alright, give a little wiggle. Okay, we're going to do one more before we go down on the mat. So you're going to take a wide step. So before you were at that underneath, feet underneath knees, knees underneath hips. So take one step out with your right foot and like one step out with your left foot. Kind of give a feel depending on where you're at. This might be a good stance to start with. If you need more, if you want to go deeper, you can take another little bit. I'm going to do a little bit more. So what we're doing is we're going to take our forearms and press against the inside of our thighs. And you want to go low, and that's that kind of straight back that we hinging from the hips. Want to keep that good form, almost like you're squatting, but we're squat stretching here, okay? So I'm using those forearms to press against the inside of my thighs to get that stretch. And that stretch you should feel in this area right here. This is one of my favorites because my hips snap, crackle, pop a lot and they get real tight. I will do this one in public. If we're waiting in line for something, I will straight up start stretching. I love stretching. It's so good. Okay. Come out for a second. Give a little wiggle. However, you need to march back in place. Okay, now we're gonna go down to the mat, do some more leg stretches on the mat. And I'm hoping you can see me all right. Okay, so we're gonna start with one leg tucked, one leg out. Okay, and then we're gonna, again, good form, reaching towards our foot. So if you hinge from your hip and just kind of slide it down, you should start to feel the stretch. So depending on where you're at, if you want to, you can try to do it with the other arm too. But again, depends on where you're at and what you're trying to stretch more too. We'll do just the one. Point your toes. Okay. And switch legs. I don't know, this one's probably definitely going out of view. Just reaching towards those toes. If you are going to reach with your top arm, then you want to almost like you're doing like a front crawl, where you're trying to get that breath of air. Bringing that arm up and over, keeping your ear parallel with your leg.
this stretches your leg, but then it also kind of stretches this part right here, which feels very nice, but
okay, let that go. Bring our legs together. Point your toes. Bring it forward. Bring it up. Point your toes towards you. Relax. Okay. And we're going to do butterfly. So bringing our feet in. Okay. If you are going to hold with your hands, you want to hold around your ankles. And then pressing down, again, keeping that nice straight back if you can. Which again, everybody's might look different. Yours might look more like this. Being able to keep it and slowly. But you want to kind of gently press down against your thighs and then also against here. But you don't want to pull on your toes, so don't yank your toes towards your chest. That just, there's no reason to do that. It's unnecessary strain on your ankles. So grabbing once forward. Okay, bringing those legs forward again. So take your right foot, place it outside your left knee. Place your right hand on the mat. Use your left elbow against your right knee, looking over your right shoulder. Now we'll do the other leg. Left foot outside the right knee. Right arm outside the left knee. Looking over your left shoulder. So you should feel the stretch kind of in your left butt cheek. And if you're looking over your left shoulder, you feel a little bit in your shoulder area too. Alright, I think the last little bit that we're going to do is if you have a wall, you want to get your legs up against this wall. We're going to just do some ankle rotations and a little bit of ankle stretching and strengthening. And this is good for preventing ankle injuries. And it's also good for promoting circulation, blood circulation. So for me, I do have a really tight space, so I kind of have to get in and out kind of weird, so I have to like scooch myself up. Do whatever you have to do if you can. Hopefully you have the space somewhere. If you are able to have space where you can scooch up next to the wall like this with your legs and then kick them up, that's usually the easiest way to get into this position. But like I said, you'll see me wiggling. Okay. So now you'll see what I mean. So you want to get your butt right next to the wall. just relax your head and shoulders. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just start with rotating back and forth between having our legs straight against the wall with our feet, our toes coming towards us, and then pointing. So you should be able to feel when we're pointing towards the ceiling, we get that nice stretch kind of down the front of our shin. And then when we point our toes towards our chest, we get that nice backside stretch. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just rotate back and forth between that. So toes pointing towards the chest. Toes to the ceiling. Wiggle your toes, that's okay. Just make sure you're feeling that stretch. Okay, kind of relax your feet a little bit. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on just our right leg right now, okay? So we're gonna kind of lift it up off the wall, leaving this left one to just kind of rest. And we're gonna do ankle rotations. And because of the position that you're in, you can really let that ankle rotation kind of flow down your body. Okay? Try to get as big of a circle as you can. If you have to slow down to do it, we're going to do one direction, and then we're going to do the other direction in a second. Okay, and switch. This direction for me is much slower. I don't know why, but that foot down. Let's do a little point to the ceiling. Nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Toes to our chest. Nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. All right, now we're gonna do our left ankle. So letting our right leg take a rest down against the wall. Starting with that left ankle, whatever direction you want to start with. Okay, just keep it going, nice and big. If you need to take it slow, do it as slow as you need to, but try to get some real nice rotation. That's what's giving them ankles the runaround, you know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, my left ankle is just cracking. I don't think you'll be able to hear it, but it's just cracking every time. Okay, switch directions. Oh, God. Oh, it's been a while since I've done this. Oh. Oh my God. We're almost there, guys. Oh, keep going. Keep going that direction. Keep doing them circles. Woo! Alright, let rest. Okay. Give a little jiggle. Do some kind of light bends. Woo! Point. Oh, okay. Point to the ceiling. Towards the chest. Just let them relax. Whatever feels most comfortable, just let them up. Feel all that coming down. Okay, now the best way I can advise you to get out of this, and we're nearly done here, friends. So we're gonna bring our knees to our chest, okay? And You'll probably want to roll out, pick it whatever direction is best for you. I got in here a weird way, so I'm gonna have to shuffle out, but be careful getting up because we did just have that all coming down. It can make you a little lightheaded if you get up too fast, so just be careful. I'm gonna figure out how I want to get out. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna take a moment before I get up here. Oh. I always feel a little bit lighter after doing a good stretch. Well, thank you for stretching with me, and I'll see you with the next video. I think the next video I'm going to do is some basic introductions to a lot of the exercises that we might be using in the future. I'm going to break them up into some small introduction videos just to introduce us to the exercises that we will be doing. Good golly. Told you. But yeah, so I'll see you in the next couple of videos, and heck yeah.